these are personality traits that she has. And it does seem like people like that are attention seeking. And to an extent, yes, they are, because that's one of the actual personality traits. But if you're like saying that like she's doing it just so like she can stay relevant in the media and remain famous, things like that, I think this is a normal part of her personality, which causes her to always have to be the victim, always needs to receive praise, always needs to be the special one. Like it's who she is. There's nothing
No,
that can change it.
So let me ask you: do y'all
they-
feel like she's doing a lot of this intentionally? Do you think that she's really self-aware? Do y'all think that
I think
I
it's her
think
she's really
personality. I
coming
think
from?
that she just has a manic. She has not, but she just has a. She just impulsive, so to speak. I think
we're
she
living
comes to her mind and.
we're living in a day and age where people will do stuff like this just for the clout, just to be relevant, just for the attention. They'll create these scenarios, you know what I'm saying, so that they can further look like a victim because it sells. It's controversial. It'll get people to talk about it. Maybe somebody will feel bad for her and give her another TV role, whatever the case may be. Uh, this is real life, how people are going about living their life. You know what I'm saying? So we got to acknowledge it and call it out and say what it is.
Yeah, but this is really her personality traits though too, because you got to look at her previous roles that she has and start looking into why she got kicked off of certain shows and why she lost certain opportunities. It's because of a lot of the same types of behaviors. So these are personality traits that she has. And it does seem like people like that are attention seeking. And to an extent, yes, they are, because that's one of the actual personality traits. But if you're like saying that like she's doing it just so like she can stay relevant in the media and remain famous, things like that, I think this is a normal part of her personality, which causes her to always have to be the victim, always needs to receive praise, always needs to be the special one. Like it's who she is. There's nothing
No,
that can change it.
I agree with that, but and I'm sure that you're quite familiar with the whole mental health part of it, right? Most children that are aware that they have been diagnosed with something, even when they know that they're in the wrong, they would use that as a excuse to as to why I did this. Oh, I did this because I have X, Y, and Z. When they're fully aware of what it is that they have, but they're using it as a crutch to get away from the accountability that comes with it. So I agree with what you're saying, but I still think that she's intentionally doing it to use it as a crutch to get whatever it is that she wants.
Question.
I don't. So this is the thing. So I look at it kind of different, right? So maybe these things happen to her, like so she may really think she's autistic. Okay, the situation she's in may have really happened to her. And, there's some people who find an incident that may have been like this small to a normal person, but they blow it up. Like they remember every single thing, as they got the time to sit there. Like you would have never known I was treated that way in my classroom had we not had this conversation. I wouldn't even bring it up. But some people wear it on their sleeve and they bring it out every time they have an opportunity. Every situation, and we've all been through things that you probably just hid. And you like, I'm over that, but you can bring it out. And I think that what she does is maybe she's experienced these things. I don't think that these are things that she's not experienced. I think she's just one of those people who remembers everything that happened, and she's going to tell you everything that happened to her. And that comes along with something that may be going on, some deeper things. I don't think it's autism, but maybe some deeper things that may need to be looked at, because we can see her behavior is not quite normal as how she,
That's how the gaslighting and manipulation occurs, though, because that's what they do. They
Well,
take
gaslighting
a
is a
simple.
term for something that's going on, right?
Mhm.
So
So she
not
takes a small truth. She'll take a little bit of truth and blow it up and throw and pack
well
a bunch of lies into it.
right. So you're assuming it's a lie. You don't know that it's a lie. You're assuming it's a lie because maybe her pattern is that she throw, and it's like, how can all these things happen to one person? Well, it could. We've all had things. We just don't bring them up, right? So I think that the problem is, why is she so big on like playing the victim role? Most of us just get over it, let it go. We don't let it define who we are, and we just move on. But for whatever reason, she has this thing where she, focuses on these negative things that have happened in her life. Because I don't want to call her a liar, because we just don't know that she's a liar. We can only go by what she says. So
yeah, I think
She
we can make
wants the
informed
attention.
decisions after a certain point, because
well,
when you
it's
have a
not
pattern
informed.
of when you have a pattern of lying, at some point you become a liar. I mean,
well, everybody lies.
yeah, to
We
this
not
extent,
all lie.
to this extent, though.
Well, we probably lie in different ways. We talk
You
about
lie
lying
publicly.
all the time. Women lie
you
when
lie-
they with the body count. People lie about their intentions on. These are all lies. Lies are lies.
Right, but it's different when you lie publicly and it's recorded for people to say, no, you didn't
Is
say.
it different?
Absolutely, it's different.
Okay.
How is that? How is it not different?
It's people on panels who be lying, and
This
you don't be
is
wanting to call them out. You be like,
Point them out.
no,
I'm
I'm
saying,
just saying, we just sit here and it's like, okay, but we know, that ain't true. But like, so people lie.
I'm not saying that people don't lie. What I'm saying is that is different for a person to lie and knowing that this is being recorded. Thousands, millions of people is about to hear me say this lie, and I know it's a lie, and I can Google and see. Okay, well, no, that's not true. That's
So what did she lie about?
Oh, I honestly, I checked out. I wasn't even really listening to what she was saying just because it
I'm
sounded.
not. So somebody said don't normalize. Lying is normal. People lie. Are y'all saying people don't lie?
That's not what I'm. You're not
No.
listening to what
We're
I'm
not
saying
saying
at
it's
all.
right. No, I was talking about somebody in the chat, not you, baby. I'm sorry. But go ahead. This my apologies.
No. I'm not saying that people don't lie. People lie, of course, but the settings that you lie in is what matters, I believe. If again, if we're on a panel and you're saying something and then you try to retract it knowing that it's a lie, like that's different. I feel like that's just simply different from telling a little white lie, as they say.
People who lie.
The
There's
thing,
a there's a
the thing
just
with
this is what a lot of people do, though. Like, you understand, like, a lot of guys have gotten in trouble because of this type of stuff. Like, a woman, like, you get into an argument with a woman and you grab her arm.
Mm-hmm.
She goes then and goes to the police and says, he attacked me, he assaulted me, he shook me up and threw me against the wall, and then he shot me 5 times.
Right.
Like, these types of people go to those lengths of exaggerating the facts. So there is a fact in there. Yeah, he did touch your arm, but everything that you added on to it are fabrications. And that's the dangerous thing about these types of people, is that there's lengths that they don't know where to stop at with the lying, because they need that attention, they need that supply. So they'll go as far as they need to get in order for people to pay attention to them, in order to be looked at as a victim. That's why I'm saying, yes, everybody does lie, but most people have a boundary that they'll go
Unconscious
to
when they
with
lie.
their lie.
Right.
Yeah.
Juicy Smollett, this man said that he got beat up on the coldest day in Chicago. It wasn't that cold in 50 years. This man chose the day that it was 30 below outside, snowing, to say that he got jumped by 2 white dudes wearing MAGA hats. And then when the police come into his house, the man still has the noose around his neck from 2 hours ago. Come on, man.
So let me ask you a question. Am I missing something? Is there something she's lied about? Because what I'm just looking at a video and I'm like,
So Shan, I think she has a pattern of behavior, right? And there's some accusation about her lying on the black man and me tooing him, kind of, where he just texts her, and I think he was like a neurosurgeon or like, don't give me the quote in his profession correctly, but he's a professional football player and he was a doctor or a Rhodes Scholar, something that required a high level of intellect.
okay.
He like texted her a couple times, and he had a situation with another girl who told her that he did something to her. Because that other girl said it, she went on national TV and broadcast that he was like this, pretty much ruining his reputation. And then it came out that he never did anything to Amanda Seals. He only texted like 2 or 3 times. So there's that
I
context.
would need to know, because I'm like,
Yeah.
what are y'all getting out of that clip?